There was a time where people basically lived inside one video game for years. I don't mean casually jumping on every now and then. I mean that game became your online home. Your friends were there every night. You knew every map by memory. You recognized gamer tags and lobbies before the match ever started. And honestly, gaming itself felt way more centered back then. Everybody kind of existed around the same few games at the same time. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos, and today I'm going to explain to you why nobody stays on one video game anymore. Drop a like, make sure you guys leave a comment. As always, I read every single comment. If you enjoy this style of video, show some love. So if you were around during the Halo 3 era, you remember what I'm talking about. Everybody was on Halo 3. Forge videos, custom games, infection nights, MLG clips trying to get recon armor, arguing over BR stats, staying up all night on Valhalla or the Pit. The game almost felt bigger than just a game. It was literally an online hangout spot. Same with Modern Warfare 2. If you were there, you know, you're nodding your head yes right now. Yes, Jimmy. People didn't just play Modern Warfare 2. People basically lived inside Modern Warfare 2. Terminal, High-Rise, Favela, Rust. Those maps were burned into people's brains permanently. Everybody remembers trying to hit trick shots on Rust or hearing the AC-130 announcer and knowing the lobby was about to become miserable. Even the broken stuff. The whole game shit broken because it was part of the culture. One-man army noob tubes. Commando lunges from 10 feet away. Dual model 1887s before the nerf. The game was chaotic as hell. It was. But people stayed there for years because the experience itself, it honestly felt memorable every night. Now, nobody stays anywhere. They don't. One week, everybody is grinding Call of Duty. Then Helldivers 2 blows up for a month, and everybody becomes a Democracy meme account overnight. Then Marvel Rivals launches, and suddenly your entire X feed is clips of Spider-Man flying across maps. Then Fortnite drops a nostalgia season, and people rush back over there. Then a random Steam survival game goes viral because streamers are playing it for 3 days straight. And honestly, half the time, it doesn't even feel like people are having fun with the games anymore. It actually, to me, feels like people are chasing the feeling of fun. I think that's the difference, because I don't think gamers necessarily got worse attention spans naturally. I don't. I think gaming culture itself trained people to consume games differently. Let me take you back to the Xbox 360 and PS3 era. Games had room to breathe. Think about Black Ops 1 for a second. My favorite Call of Duty of all time. People stayed on that game forever. Forever. Nuketown 24/7 playlists, wager matches, zombies on Kino. Trying to get gold camo before camo grinding became a second job. Everybody had stories from those games because everybody was there together consistently. You've seen that video going around where there was over 1 million people online on Black Ops 1. Now compare that to modern Call of Duty. Before you even fully settle into one Call of Duty game, the next one is already being leaked. People are already talking about the next Warzone map, next Battle Pass, next meta, next movement system debate, next reboot rumor. The game barely gets a chance to become part of people's identity before attention shifts to the next cycle. Honestly, I think streaming culture changed gaming way more than people realize, because gaming used to mainly be something that we experienced. Now, gaming is also something people constantly consume. There's a huge difference there. Back then, if a game launched, you figured things out yourself. You discovered glitches naturally. You experimented with weird weapon setups because nobody knew the correct answer yet. You remember old Battlefield 3? Half the fun was messing around with friends on Caspian Border or Operation Metro, figuring things out together. People would spend entire nights doing dumb stuff with C4 Jeeps because the game gave communities room to create their own fun, and there was memories, there was moments. Now, the second a game launches, guess what? YouTube is already flooded instantly. The game doesn't even have to launch. YouTube's flooded a week before because everybody gets early access. Best loadout, top 5 meta weapons, fastest way to level, broken XP glitch. Use this before it gets patched. Infinite money glitch. Games don't unfold naturally anymore. They get solved immediately. Look at Diablo 4 when it launched. Within 2 days, people already had spreadsheets, optimized leveling routes, perfect builds, XP farms, all figured out. Same with Destiny expansion. Same with MMOs. Same with survival games. The internet optimized the mystery right out of gaming. And honestly, I think that affects longevity more than we all realize. Because when everything gets solved immediately, players burn through experiences much faster. Think about Minecraft back in the early 2010s. People stayed on Minecraft forever because every server felt unique. You had faction servers, you had Hunger Games servers, you had roleplay servers, prison servers, modded servers. I could go on and on. Entire friend groups basically lived in Minecraft worlds for years because the game encouraged creativity and community over optimization. Now, even Minecraft content feels algorithmically, if that's even a word, accelerated. Hardcore challenges, speedruns, 100 days videos, efficiency. That's the culture now. And I think social media supercharged all of that problem. Games today, are competing against the entire internet every single day. That's actually insane when you think about it. Call of Duty isn't just competing against Battlefield anymore. Used to be. Now it's competing against TikTok, Netflix, YouTube Shorts, Twitch streams, Discord, Twitter drama, reaction videos, anime clips, sports highlights. Literally everything is fighting for your precious attention constantly. In modern games, well, they adapted to that reality. That's why every game you see now, every game has a battle pass, time cosmetics, login rewards, seasonal resets, event countdowns, crossover skins, limited time modes, because developers figured out players, they leave fast. Fortnite honestly understood this before anybody else. They saw the writing on the wall. People joke about Fortnite adding everything under the sun now, but there is a reason they do it. 1 month it's Marvel, then it's Star Wars, then it's Dragon Ball, then OG Fortnite nostalgia, then Lego Fortnite, then racing modes, then custom maps, then Star Wars again. They realize modern audiences constantly need stimulation to stay engaged. And honestly, it works. But it also creates this weird feeling where games stop feeling permanent. Older multiplayer games, they felt like places you would reside in. Modern multiplayer games, they just feel like content platforms that you hop and jump around. That's a huge difference. I mean, look at World of Warcraft. Were you there during its peak? I was. I got into World of Warcraft. I'm trying to think when it was. I want to say it was around 2012, and it consumed a year of my life. During its peak, it's probably one of the best examples of this entire kind of conversation we're having here. People didn't just play WoW. Entire lives existed around that game. I'm serious. I'm not dramatizing here. You had guild drama, raids, server rivalries, professions, economy grinding, people literally meeting lifelong friends or spouses through this game. Some people spent a decade inside WoW because the world itself, it felt alive socially. Am I saying that's healthy? I am not, but I'm saying there's a lot of positive attributes to that too. Friendships were born, bonds were made, things like that. Now look at modern gaming. Somebody might put 100 hours into a game in 2 weeks, and then they'll never touch that game again. That would have sounded insane years ago. Even games that are successful, they struggle to hold long-term emotional attachment now. I mean, I can give you examples. Apex Legends, huge game, right? Massive player base, great mechanics, but most players bounce in and out constantly depending on the seasons. It depends on the rank changes or the new games launching or the burnout cycles. I mean, it's the same with Warzone. Who remembers during Verdansk when Warzone actually felt culturally massive? Everybody was playing it during that era. And I know that was the COVID era too, and it all just kind of lined up, but streamers, casuals, friend groups, coworkers, Verdansk genuinely felt like one of the last main game moments that gaming had. People had routines around it. Friday night was Warzone session, squad wins, deathcom clips, hot dropping Superstore, arguing about loadouts, trying to survive the rose skin meta. Who remembers? And even that eventually fragmented. Because modern gaming, it resets itself constantly. Honestly, I think that's exhausting people more than they realize. Gaming sometimes feels like homework now. It does to me. You log into Destiny 2 and there's seasonal objectives expiring. COD has a battle pass ending in 4 days. Fortnite has event rewards disappearing soon. Overwatch has another limited time crossover. Apex has ranked rewards. MMOs have daily grinds. We have to get a Google Calendar just to keep up with everything. At some point, people stopped playing because they wanted to play, and they started playing because they felt obligated to keep up. That is not the same feeling that older games used to give you. Back then, you stayed because you genuinely wanted to exist in the game world with your friends. Now players, they feel pressure to maintain progression before the next reset wipes all their relevance away again. It's not like they're communicating with anybody. I mean, that's the saddest part about all of it, is what happened to those gaming communities. Older online gaming, it felt social. It was social. Not in a fake nostalgia way. It literally functioned differently. Used to recognize people repeatedly in lobbies. Server communities actually mattered. I mean, clan tags mattered. Trash talk became legendary. Rivalries formed naturally. People actually used game chat consistently. Think about old search and destroy lobbies in Modern Warfare 2, or even Black Ops 2. Those lobbies were basically podcasts mixed with psychological warfare. It was wild. Half the entertainment came from the people. It didn't have anything to do with the gameplay. Now, everybody sits in a private Discord call. I mean, SBMM rotates players constantly. Voice chat, it's dead. Dedicated servers barely exist in console games. Communities, they don't settle the same way anymore. And ironically, gaming became more connected technologically while feeling less social emotionally. That's crazy. We've advanced so far, yet we are becoming more disconnected. even though we are told that we're more connected now than we ever have. I think a lot of people that feel the disconnect, maybe they don't feel it. I don't know. They just don't think about it. I mean, gamers actually miss isn't the old graphics or old mechanics. I think gamers, myself included, I do a lot of content with nostalgia-driven goggles on. I know that. I miss the feeling surrounding the games. I miss coming home from school or work and instantly hopping online, seeing my friends, same friends every night, grinding Halo 3 ranks for months, or maybe we're running zombies Easter eggs together, or trying to get the high level we can, spending entire summers on Minecraft servers, staying up till 3 a.m. on GTA Online during the early heist era when everything felt fresh. I think people miss when gaming felt like an event instead of just a job or background noise. And I don't think games today are objectively worse at all. I think in a lot of ways, they're dramatically better. We already know. The graphics are insane now. Crossplay is awesome, right? There's a lot of good things. Game updates are constant. Worlds are bigger, mechanics are smoothly, but emotionally, modern gaming struggles to create performance. Everything feels temporary now. It really does. I mean, I could give you countless examples. Seasonal, rotational, trending, algorithm-driven. I live in the algorithm. I've done YouTube for 17 years. Algorithm-driven is like nightmare fuel to me. Limited time. Games don't feel lived anymore because they're not lived in. They are rented. That is true. And maybe that's the real reason nobody stays on one game anymore. It's not because gamers became impatient, I don't think. I don't think it's because the games are all terrible. I think it's because the entire ecosystem surrounding gaming changed. Everything's changed. The internet changed, attention spans changed, game design changed, communities definitely changed, and maybe we all changed too. I mean, I think a lot of gamers today aren't really looking for a new game. They are looking for the feeling that they used to have playing games years ago. They're chasing that, and unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to find it. I mean, that feeling where you wake up excited to go home and hop online with your friends, where one game completely dominated your life for 2 straight years and somehow never got boring, where even bad matches became good memories because people you played with made the experience better. Those moments, they're far and few between. They still happen. I mean, Helldivers had flashes of it. Early Among Us had flashes of it. Verdansk did. Minecraft occasionally creates it, but it's rare now. It's more fragmented. I remember pre-ordering the original Xbox 6 months before it came out. And the day it came out, I went and got my pre-order. It was a huge deal, and I got Halo with it. I stayed up till 6 a.m. by myself going through the Halo campaign. It was one of the best gaming memories of my life. It was amazing. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't get that anymore. I just downloaded Mafia Old Country, and I'm playing Infinite Warfare again, and I'm doing Days Gone, which I really do enjoy Days Gone, but I don't get that feeling anymore. I mean, we're all chasing moments instead of building homes inside games now, and honestly, maybe that's why gaming feels bigger than ever. I mean, while somehow actually feeling less memorable than ever at the same time. So I am genuinely curious about this. What was the last game that truly felt like home to you guys? Think about it for a second. Not just a game you played for a month, but a game you genuinely lived in for years. Tell me your story, because I think everybody's answer probably is going to say a lot about when gaming felt the most special in their life. And of course, it's subjective, which is cool. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoy these types of videos, show some love. Give me some feedback. Let me know. I'll see you soon.